Have you ever wondered what some of the world's greatest heart surgeons eat daily and what they completely avoid? Imagine having the inside scoop on the exact habits and foods that have allowed them to not only extend their patients' lives, but, in many cases, their own. Today, we're diving deep into the lives and dietary secrets of Dr. Michael DeBakey, Dr. Ellsworth Wareham, and Dr. Leo Bocaria. These legendary surgeons didn't just save lives in the operating room. They lived lives that proved the power of simple, consistent habits and smart food choices. By the end of this, you'll have the tools to start transforming your own health, with tips straight from the best in the business. Let's start with Dr. Leo Bocaria, a surgeon known not only for his skill, but for his holistic approach to heart health. Dr. Bocaria's day always began early. Rising between 6 and 7 a.m., he believed that starting the day early gave you an advantage, almost like living 2 days in one. However, he'd be the first to tell you that early mornings don't work without proper rest. For him, going to bed by 10 or 11 p.m. was non-negotiable. Sleep isn't just about feeling refreshed. It's the time when your heart and body repair themselves. Skimping on sleep, that's like skipping maintenance on a car. Eventually, it catches up with you. One of Dr. Bocaria's morning rituals was deceptively simple: drinking a glass of warm water as soon as he woke up. This wasn't just about hydration. It's about jump-starting your body. Warm water aids digestion, improves circulation, and even helps cleanse your system first thing in the morning. And what about coffee? Dr. Bocaria had a strong opinion on that. He warned against drinking coffee on an empty stomach, as it could increase stomach acid and led to long-term issues like gastritis or ulcers. Instead, he recommended eating a solid breakfast before having your morning coffee. His breakfast choices were simple, but packed with nutrients. Oatmeal topped with a bit of high-quality butter or fresh fruits, alongside eggs prepared to his liking. This combination provided the perfect mix of healthy fats, proteins, and complex carbs. These foods gave him sustained energy and kept his blood sugar stable, key for anyone looking to protect their heart and avoid the dreaded mid-morning crash. Physical activity was also a cornerstone of Dr. Bocaria's routine. He believed in starting the day with movement, but he wasn't talking about a grueling workout. Instead, he recommended gentle stretches or simple exercises like squats, arm rolls, or even light yoga. Just 5 minutes of movement in the morning can improve circulation, wake up your muscles, and prepare you for the day ahead. And here's a unique habit of his that might surprise you. He made it a point to smile at himself in the mirror each morning. It sounds almost too simple, but this small act helped boost his mood and set a positive tone for the day. Smiling, even if it's forced at first, can actually increase the release of happiness hormones like serotonin and dopamine. It's a little thing, but over time, little things add up. Dr. Bocaria's approach to food was all about moderation. He avoided sugar and refined carbohydrates as much as possible, instead turning to natural sweeteners like honey when he wanted a touch of sweetness. He emphasized protein-rich meals, incorporating lean meats, fish, and cottage cheese into his diet, all balanced with a variety of fresh vegetables and fruits. When he did indulge, he chose wisely. His favorite treat? 90% dark chocolate. Not only did it satisfy his sweet tooth, but it's also packed with heart-healthy antioxidants and contains much less sugar than regular milk chocolate. Now let's talk about Dr. Michael DeBakey, a true legend in the world of heart surgery. His advice was rooted in discipline, something he practiced daily throughout his life. Dr. DeBakey's mornings started early, often around 4 a.m. He'd begin his day with a brief workout. No fancy equipment, no gym memberships, just pull-ups, squats, and stretching exercises to get his blood flowing. He believed that consistent, simple exercise was far more sustainable and effective than sporadic explosion of intense activity. When it came to food, Dr. DeBakey had a very particular way of eating. He avoided butter and fatty meats entirely, sticking to baked or steamed dishes instead. Breakfast for him was usually whole grains paired with black tea, which he found energizing but gentler on the stomach than coffee. Lunch was light and often included a bowl of bean soup or baked fish accompanied by steamed vegetables. Dinner was equally simple. But here's the interesting part. Dr. DeBakey had a habit of splitting his dinner into 2 portions. He'd eat one half in the evening and save the other half for breakfast the next day. This practice not only helped him control his portion sizes, but also maintained a steady energy level. Walking was another key aspect of his daily routine. He recommended a 30-minute walk every day, alternating between slow and brisk paces. This simple habit helps strengthen your heart, improve circulation, and keep your blood vessels in peak condition. In Dr. DeBakey's eyes, walking was the most underrated form of exercise. It's accessible to almost everyone and doesn't require any special skills or equipment. Finally, we have Dr. Ellsworth Wareham, a pioneer of heart surgery and an inspiration for healthy living well into his 100s. Dr. Wareham was a firm believer in a plant-based diet. For over 50 years, he avoided all animal products, instead relying on fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, and seeds for his nutrition. He'd often say that reducing saturated fats and cholesterol was one of the most effective ways to protect your heart. Dr. Wareham also emphasized the importance of a calm mind. Stress, he argued, is one of the biggest threats to heart health. Practicing mindfulness, whether through meditation, prayer, or simply taking time to relax, was a daily ritual for him. He believed that managing stress was just as important as eating the right foods or staying active. So, what foods did these heart surgeons agree on? Avocados are a standout choice. Packed with healthy fats and potassium, they help regulate blood pressure and lower bad cholesterol. Nuts, particularly almonds and walnuts, are another favorite. Just a handful a day provides a powerful dose of omega-3 fatty acids, which are great for your heart. Dark chocolate, the kind that's at least 70% cocoa, is another excellent choice, thanks to its antioxidants that improve circulation and lower blood pressure. Leafy greens like spinach and kale are rich in nitrates, which enhance blood vessel function. And let's not forget berries. Blueberries and strawberries in particular are anti-inflammatory and help reduce bad cholesterol levels. At the end of the day, heart health isn't about drastic measures. It's about consistency and making small, sustainable changes. The habits and diets of Drs. Bokaria, DeBakey, and Wareham offer a roadmap to better heart health. Whether it's starting your day with a glass of warm water, incorporating more plant-based meals, or simply taking a daily walk, these changes can add years to your life and life to your years. Now, here's a question for you. Which of these tips resonates with you the most? Maybe it's the idea of smiling at yourself in the mirror each morning, or swapping out sugary snacks for a piece of dark chocolate. Whatever it is, start small and build from there. Your heart will thank you for it. And remember, it's never too late to start. Whether you're 25 or 75, these habits can make a difference.